That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome to a Tuesday stream. It is January 25th, 2021, about 1:30 p.m. Eastern exactly in the year of our Lord, etc., etc. And I hope everyone is doing well and looking forward to the Patreon-fueled chat chosen game of the month, which today is, and I have to do this in an echoey voice, the Council. I feel like whenever you use that term, one of the things that you need to do first is to just be clear about the stakes involved, and that means the council. So we've got the council, and I am very excited for that. I'm looking forward to playing this game, although I will say that it is taking a fair bit of time to install and download, and I don't know why, because it's not that big a game, but we will see. I guess I'll find out in terms of what's happening. But it is installing, but it's been taking a little while, and I'm not sure why, because it's not that big a game. Anyway, we will see how that all goes down the line. But before we go any further, a couple of ways to support us here on the channel. If you haven't done so, please follow us here on the channel. Please check out our YouTube with !ArvTube, Discord with !ArvCord, and Twitter with !ArvTweets. And the website is arvanelleron.com. I am always installing on an SSD. Yes, Dragon. I'm installing it on an SSD. It's just taking a while. So yes, I will in that though just highlight quickly the YouTube channel. Please subscribe to me over there if you haven't already, because that we're trying to move that up to 1,000 subscribers. We're sitting right around 809 or 810, something like that right now. So please subscribe to us over there. It is free for you, but it definitely makes a difference for us. Once we hit that 1,000 subscriber number, we have a lot of flexibility in terms of what we do going forward. So I am very excited for what we can do with that channel once we get that thing up to 1,000. So please consider doing that. Thank you for all those who have subscribed over on the YouTube channel in recent weeks, because I have noticed, and it definitely is making a difference. So thank you, and please keep it up. On the financial front, !Arv Shop is my merchandise area, where you can get stuff for Infinity and Beyond, Adventures in Middle-earth, and soon to be the new launching in June Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks. So that would be very much appreciated if people would support over there. Arv Treon is the Patreon. You can get good stuff for you and for the channel, so please consider jumping on board and supporting us, as many people have done. You can get inspirations to help the players and a lot of other things as well, so please consider jumping on board there. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel, where you can get those custom sub badges and emotes and things like that to use everywhere across Twitch. Sub numbers have been up over the last couple of weeks, which is great, so thank you if you are one of those folks who have subscribed, and if not, please consider doing so. On the publishing front, Icarus for my Icarus graphic novel from Athos Arts, Library for my Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and source book from Alligator Alley Entertainment, and both Alligator Alley and Athos will be involved with my Greyshade Kickstarter, the book for which is published May 31st, and then the Greyshade Kickstarter is going to be launching thereafter, certainly this year, hopefully this summer, and I'll have more details about that as soon as I have them. Again, that's Greyshade KS, and as always, BLM, Black Lives Matter, very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives, and Help Now, which is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when you need help, and to reach out to others when they need help as well. Now, just as a quick bit of information about schedule today, we're going to be playing this for a while. Then at 4:15, I'll be switching over to GOG Comms Twitch channel, where I will be doing a second in a row of D&D with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh, which is going to be great. I am very excited to continue those adventures. That is because, for those of you who missed this announcement, Talisman Adventures is not going to be on this month. We should be back next month. We are getting a player to replace Tasty Chai, who sadly has to step back, is just too overwhelmed with responsibilities for family and things like that, and so sadly must step out of Talisman Adventures. We hope to have Chai back again in the future, but in the meantime, it means she has stepped out, and so we need to get another person to step in, and we have some possibilities now that we are considering, but that means that we are off today, off this month basically for Talisman Adventures, but we expect that will be returned next month, as I mentioned. Otherwise, that's what we've got going on in terms of the schedule for today. Wednesday and Thursday we will be off. Friday we will be back with Esper Genesis again, a rescheduled session, I should say, of Esper Genesis from last week. And then on Saturday, I'm going to be part of a Tales from the Loop session. This is going to be for Bag of Giving, which is Brandon Crilly and Mike Underwood's charity event. And Brandon O'Brien is going to be the GM of this Tales from the Loop game, which I fully expect to have all the feels, because that's what always happens whenever I play Tales from the Loop. So that's going to be a good time. That's going to be happening up on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that. Otherwise, we will see where things actually go. And then let's see. I think that's all I need to say about that. But otherwise, we are ready to go, I think. So I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to get rid of that. Also, just as a quick note, because I see our dear friend Rising Tides in the chat, I will let you know that I have something I still have to send you, Rising Tides, and I will do that later on today. It has been an insanely busy yesterday, last night, and then today leading up to this. So as usual, super, super, super busy. So I will send that thing to you. Right, I will send that thing to you. I've just put a note in there. Your entry into the chat reminded me, so I will send that note to you very soon. Okay, so we got rid of that. We got rid of that, and then we turn on that. There we go. Good to see you all. I hope everybody is doing well. There we go. I hope everyone is doing well and looking forward to... I don't know what this is doing over here. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. In no way was that any kind of material for school-related stuff that I had. But I hope everyone's doing well and is looking forward to our session today. I see that the installation has now picked up, and so that means that we can jump over to the installation of this thing. Boy, I mean, I know that this is a multi-episodic game that we're about to play, this council game, but I mean, I don't think it's that big. I guess we're going to find out. Let's go over and let's check it out, shall we? You can see that we are now 63%. I started like installing this a little while ago too. Most games install in like 5 minutes or less, but it is like a 20 gig plus game, but still it shouldn't be that big a deal. I don't know. It's taken a while, but like it's been up there for some time. And I can see that we have a few people. You will note Dark Saber. You'll also note Dragon Spear here has played 22 minutes of this. I guess long enough to tell me that I should play it. Why aren't I live streaming the install? Oh, that because of the mood lighting? Yeah, well, I don't know. Actually, when you have daylight lighting, I mean, everybody will tell you that anything you can do to replicate daylighting tends to be the best, just in terms of Christmas. You get the best kind of ambient and overall light, and my office gets a decent amount of light anyway. It's not even sunny out today, actually. It's overcast, but I get a lot of light in this office. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to, as things go on and we move further and the days get longer, that will be even more helpful. But as it is, it means that by the time I get to the end of these sessions, it's always starting to get dark. And then for GOG, I always have to make sure that I have my light panels up. Don't get me wrong, I love my light panels, but yeah, the preference would always be for daylighting for sure. So, he did the release stream of this game. Yeah, I remember vaguely. I didn't see it when it happened because it's been a couple of years, as you can see. But I do remember that. Saber actually said in the Discord channel today, Echo, that when I mentioned I was going to be playing this game, and I also want to thank GogCom, as always, for sending me a code for this. But he said that he had to get back to it, that he enjoyed it, but he just hadn't had a chance to get back to it. So, I don't know. Couldn't I have let it install in the morning? If I was awake in the morning... I was exhausted. I have been incredibly busy as usual, so I would have been able to do that. Anyway, as you can see, it is now installed, so that's good. Yeah, let's play it and see what we got here. I know this is a mystery game of some kind, but we're going to see what it's like. Goal today is to kick my slump in the rump. Sharing it out really helps. Welcome, Garlic. So let's do it. Yeah, Garlic, definitely put a link, please, to the campaign, which I have contributed to. So definitely post a link to that as well. This is probably a work of fiction. Probably, huh? Events in this game, even those based on historical characters, are completely fictional. When you see this symbol, do not turn off your symbol. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. This and this. What's up, Coven? All right, the council. All right, press mouse button, enter the manor. Easy game. I already entered. All right. Save game 1. Settings. Audio. No. I would like to go the opposite way, please. Okay. I can't even tell yet about how good the volume is. So, all right, let's see. Controls. I just have to invert the x-axis. Right. No. Okay. Camera sensitivity. That seems okay. This is maximum, 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 maximum. Okay. All right. All looks good. Let's do it. Let me know how the audio is, chat. December 10th, 1792.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah.
This is chugging.
Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you...
I want to see if I can... this is chugging a lot. Oh, it doesn't let me do anything. Shoot. All right, I'm going to have to see, because it's chugging more than it should be, and it should not chug at all. So, anyway, I'll deal with that later.
Nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. Tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Okay, Dragon.
What are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Okay.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time,
Oh my
I'm
gosh,
coming
Coven.
with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
That face is terrifying.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to Von Borchert.
Okay. One month later, ... Their faces are, I mean, her face in particular, I was like, it's a little terrifying. Really would love to be able to get to and adjust the video so it doesn't chug like this. Lord Mortimer's Island. Focus Home Interactive and Cyanide present a game with mist and fog. A game by Big Bad Wolf Studio. Starring
Well done,
a boat.
Mother.
Okay.
You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer.
Voice acting.
And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
The Council. Episode 1, The Mad Ones. Very telltale-y.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
And I'll tell you in just a minute, just a very important minute. It's personal reasons.
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Turn the question back to the Duchess.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment.
Like, I like the facial details, but the animations
Come,
are,
Duchess. They are waiting for us.
you know.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
So far, the only real...
Cardinal? A Duchess?
Sorry.
I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay when you die.
What the hell is going on?
Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Just bleeding from my nose. That happens all the time.
It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what?
This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake?
I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Okay, I need you to be quiet so I can actually freaking fix this now. Alright, off, on. I had the wrong axis. So wait, do I not have the ability... Okay. I need to save. If I can save. Okay, save and return to main menu. Yes, let's do that, because I need to fix the video. Okay. Let's just do full screen. There's no reason I can't just do full screen, full screen. This is not running smoothly. I mean, I should not have to do this, but like... The heck? I mean... Okay, so that did nothing, changing that. Let me change VSync for just a second and see if that does anything. No. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, I mean, I guess what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to go back and switch to 30. I want to at least switch to 30 first and see if that's... I had not read about this, about whether this was an issue, but like... about there being any particular issue with this being janky, but like... Okay, that looks better. That looks better. Texture quality? Okay, hold on a second. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's yeah, no, that's okay. I mean, this is better. We'll see how this goes. So far, the graphics don't really bother me that much, honestly. I mean, I was just saying, like, it looks Like I said, the mother's face was terrifying, but like, voice acting is a little meh. But we will see. I thought I told you to go up to the manor.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Okay, so I can choose my class. Also, I'm going to have to change this because apparently when you alt-tab out, it means that the arrow stays, which is a bug that's really annoying. Oh, is there? Oh, shoot. Oh, man. All right, hang on a second. Let's see. Enable fast sync or enhanced sync in the GPU control panel. Okay, bear with me. That means I would appreciate it if you would let me. Thank you. Okay. AMD. Okay, I gotta choose a class, save it, and then go do that. Diplomat, shines in society, talented speaker, avoids faux pas, can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is field of predilection. Okay. Occultist, the occultist is a master of deception, convinced of the importance of knowledge, acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts, using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. That's a no. Detective, excels in investigation, trained to know every detail in his surroundings as well as people he questions. Hands-on man, is not shy away from the direct approach. Diplomat. Of course, there's a skill tree. All this stuff always happens before I have a chance to fix everything. Ah. Yeah, but like all of this stuff, honestly, this game is a couple years old. All of this stuff is stuff I should not have to do on a very, very good computer. Like, I know I can tweak it and do all these things. I shouldn't have to do that. This is not the equivalent of Crisis on a, i3, right? I mean, this should not be that difficult. Okay, so let's see. Conviction. Convince people with the sheer force of your will. All right. Politics. Diversion. That could be useful. And then we have vigilance. And okay, so these are a lot cheaper. So let's go with diversion and politics. Oh, conviction is also solid. And etiquette. Etiquette. Is that as much as I can do? Okay. Achievement unlocked.
Well, I've devoted
Become a
myself to
diplomat.
the interests of France to the best of my abilities. A few years ago, I had a brush with some of your fellow countrymen.
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They got away, thanks to a little diversion I came up with to keep the sang
That outfit is quite
Believe
something.
me, they came close to adorning the walls of the catacombs of Paris.
So that young French diplomat was you? The mercy you showed the agents of the Queen roused the admiration of the court.
Can't do anything about that,
Few would have let
that
them leave
arrow
France
until this is
alive.
done.
Duchess, I'm surprised that anyone still remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say, you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
It's a time-appropriate
4
outfit.
years ago in London,
No, sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Skills light to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points to access the skill required for the situation. You just need to have unlocked it. Okay.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Each person you meet in the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. So immunity revealed, vulnerability revealed. Press the enter button to access your menu pages.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you
Okay, hang on a second. Okay, English Duchess close to the English crown. Very discreet about her origins, Emily only came onto the political scene after a wedding that some qualified as a marriage of interest to an old English aristocrat on the decline. Libertarian, modern, but discreet. Outfit is not that discreet. She's taken upon herself to establish close ties with her peers. In a few years, she's become the favorite diplomat of the Queen, which is what probably prompted her Prime Minister, William Pitt, to take her as private secretary, thus provoking much suspicion and jealousy. As a regular visitor, Emily accepted Sir Gregory Holmes' invitation to come to Lord Mortimer's Island because for nothing in the world would she miss one of these famed receptions. De Richet is the only son of Sarah, a young Parisian aristocrat. Ever since he was a young child, Louis moved in his mother's circles, and so it was natural that on his 14th birthday he entered the Golden Order, the secret society headed by Sarah. Precocious, Louis progressed quickly at her side despite the daily treatment his mother prescribed for his chronic migraines. He climbed the ladder until he was able to assist his mother in occult cases for which he was particularly talented. As time went by, he became shaped in the image that his mother had held for him. Everything pointed to one day young Louis becoming the head of the Golden Order. Okay, here's the map. Here's the character. Here are talents. Diplomatic mastery. Time given for opportunities is increased by 50%. Oh, that's cool. Assertive. Disconcerted state is replaced by the focused state. Wow, there's a lot here. And then traits. You gain 1 skill point in manipulation. You gain 1 skill point in psychology. And you've chosen the diplomat class. Then we have laws of gallantry. 1 skill point in diversion. Play that might at first appear trivial, but is in reality an informed analysis of the codes of polite society. Emily's handkerchief. Okay. How is someone immune to logic? I would point you to the last 4 years in America, sadly. Sadly, rising tides. Dear Monsieur de Richet, I am writing to you to express my embarrassment regarding the situation in which I find myself. As you probably know, I had invited your mother, Sarah de Richet, to join me on my island several weeks ago. We had projects in common regarding your order. Her stay was going smoothly until yesterday when your mother suddenly disappeared. I do not want to over-worry you, just regular worry you, but I would like you to join me as soon as possible so we can shed some light on this mystery and I can eliminate her only son. Please accept, sir, the expression of my highest consideration. Yours sincerely, Lord William Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire. And now the time...
answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions and effects as they offer very interesting improvements. Okay. Finally, I can go back to the menu. And I can exit the game and restart it so that I don't have that stupid mouse button in the middle of things. So, was this a PC game or was it a console port? Because it feels very much like a console port. Very much. Hello? This game is not optimized at all. That took like 30 seconds to exit the game. Woof. Hey, what's up, big boss? Okay. Right. Okay, so let's try that again. Obviously, I'm going to have to... Oh, wait. Obviously, I am going to have to... There we go. Obviously, I am going to have to not Alt-Tab out of this game again because game does not like it. But I am going to see if I can put it back into windowed since it doesn't seem to have any real effect on this one way or the other. Oh, I needed to do this AMD sync thing, right? What? I don't even remember where the heck my AMD sync stuff is. No. All right. We need device manager. Or graphics settings. What the heck? Where? Okay. I'm going to have to do device manager. Yeah, I mean, all right. And I can also update the driver on this, but this is probably not going to find anything doing this. All right. Well, I don't want to spend a ton of time working on this, so. Dragonspear did. It's. I don't think it's a bad choice. I understand why he wanted me to do it. I appreciate I appreciate it, Echo. And I'll get back into playing it. We're not just going to spend an hour of me figuring this out. I understand why Dragon chose this for me. I can see where there might be promising aspects of it. It's pretty janky to get it running. That's all. And I also don't know where I put all of my. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I never got any stuff that's AMD related. I don't even know. All right, so how do I... So the explanation is on how to enable it in the Radeon software. The thing is, I don't know where the heck my Radeon software is. Oh, there we go. Radeon Relay. No, see, I don't have any... I have no idea. All right, let's do that. Let's go with X580 drivers. Let's get the drivers for this. Yeah, no, for sure. I get it. Like I said, I totally understand. Drivers and support. Yeah, this driver is out of date. No, I don't want any of that. This driver definitely is out of date, so maybe that has something to do with it, although I don't know. It shouldn't be that big a deal. Clear. Oh, did you really, Incandescent? Or Incandescent, I should say. Did you find that there were FPS problems? I mean, this is a good computer that should not be having issues with FPS problems on a game that looks like this. Did you notice that? Fortunately, I'm doing this on my gaming computer, which means that that this is all just the gaming computer. It's not having any... I don't have to like figure out and troubleshoot on my streaming computer because it's not about that. So there was some screen tearing. Yeah, I just noticed FPS issues, like it was going really slow. But we will see. It seems so far like it has some interesting potential. I am a little concerned about the number of different, like, a number of different things running at the same time as far as mechanics to consider. So you've got traits, you've got a skill tree, you've got this thing about opportunities and immunities. Like, I don't know. We'll see. I wonder if there isn't a little bit of over ambition about the title, but obviously I can't tell that until I get more than 10 minutes into it. Load screens. Well, yeah, loading up the game in the first place, installing it took longer than it should have. And then just now, when I had to exit the game because I had to address this thing, it took like 30 seconds to exit, which is a little much. It shouldn't be doing that. All right. That should be just about done. And then we will fire this up. There we go. AMD software. And yes, I need you to install this, please. Please and thank you. Install. Okay. You had FPS issues on your Mini? Yeah, and also welcome, Inkle to Sun. We'll get this running in a minute. And Triffid, did you say something about your job that I missed? If so, I apologize if I missed that. Okay, uninstalling Radeon software, reinstalling it. I guess the good news is this is actually fixing a problem I didn't know I had, which is that the driver was out of date. So that's good. No, how about you restart right now? Sort of promotion. Oh, okay, I see it. Yes, I do remember you mentioning that. And I hope the promotion is treating you, giving you the, I hope they're giving you the level of respect you deserve in your promoted role, I guess I would say. Okay. Let's do that. All righty. Got a little bit more as we install, as we further install. Okay. Still on display drivers. Okay. That's awesome. I'm glad, Triffid. Respect. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Find out what it means to you. I guess, well, yeah, no, I don't know. Effect. We'll get this running again today. We will get this running today. I mean, it's running okay, but it's like, you know, one of the reasons that I love having the gaming computer is that the in full resources, the fully operational battle station can just focus on this. And believe me, there is going to come a time. This computer now is about a year old, I think. So for brand new titles, obviously I don't expect miracles, but you know, like, I mean, I still expect it to be good, but I don't expect that I'll be ultra, you know, all that kind of stuff. But for a game that came out 2 years ago, yeah, I absolutely do. Okay, let's finish. Let's finish, and then I have to restart one more time to complete installation. A whole year old. All right, well, let's restart then. And that should finish setting it up. So either way, it'll be good. Yeah, a whole year. Yes. Yes, a whole year old. And in fairness, like at some point I will be able to, Dragonspear and I built this computer such that it has some future proofing to it so that there's not going to be any ceiling that it bumps up against for a while other than what the video card's at. So I will be able to adjust and do the video card down the line and upgrade that. And so I can upgrade off of the RX 580. But No, I know. But the AMD has been fine though. In fairness, and the Nvidias are just way more expensive. So okay, now we got this. We got this. All right. Now we let this stuff fire up. It should fire up GOG.com. It should fire up these other things. And then I should be able to install whatever this sync thing is that it's asking me to do. I shall show you. I have an i5 9600. 6-core. Okay. So good. That's there. Now we can open Radeon software. And now we can do the thing that we're supposed to do. Okay. Right. Quick setup. I skip this, please. Let me do this later some other time. Okay. We're all updated. Great. Now, it says I can do some kind of sync thing. What was this thing? Pardon me for 1 second. Okay. Alrighty. So here we go. So what is this? The gear icon display. Wait a minute. Gear icon, yeah. Okay. What? I just pressed your gear icon and it vanished. Wait a minute. Something's happening. It's coming back. Okay. Okay, there it is. That was odd. All right, here we are. So, I made it. So let's see. Graphics section. And then there is a enhanced sync. Okay, enabled. All right. I guess that's all I have to do. Okay, it's enabled. Let's see if that did anything. Okay. Whoa. That's really dark. That's also worse. That is really, really dark. Luminosity. How about jack it up a bunch? Let's take that off. Wow. No, I mean it's that's chugging a lot for me. I don't know, windowed full screen, constant 30 FPS off, on, something like that. Oops, oops. All right, I'm just gonna go with this on. Yeah, VSync is on, but I turned it off and it didn't have anything. It didn't have any effect on this the last time, so. Still super dark.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richer, delighted to welcome you, sir. You must be Sarah de Richer's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
What do you know about my mother?
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
I'll check that after I
It
get done
would
Effect
seem
Life.
that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we are searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost is in effort points. Okay. Have you found anything here? Can't do that. All right.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richer. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Logic locked. You'll give me back the handkerchief.
That handkerchief belongs to me. Please hand it over now.
But, sir,
I'll speak directly to your master about it. It will be a very long conversation.
Dang.
Of course, sir. Please, take it. On that note, I must leave you, sir. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
Okay, I got a handkerchief.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Okay, we're gonna find clues. Need to turn VSync off, right? Okay, so. Okay, so turn VSync off. Video. VSync off. This is just... Alright, one last check, which is to take off the 30 FPS limit. It's really annoying that you can't do that in the actual game. Alright, let's take that off. Ugh. So was this... I didn't see this. Was this a console game today? Or was this a console game, rather, originally? Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing any difference. Okay. Look for clues on your mother. Oh my... Ugh. God, what is this? Ugh. Bluch. Alright, I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna drop these down. I am annoyed that I have to do that. Will only be after restarting, huh? Seems a little better.
Let's see what's inside.
There's also audio dropouts.
Let's look.
Mr. Carl Corey.
A letter written in an Oriental language.
I know that language.
Letters in Japanese. It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo.
It released on Microsoft Windows, as well as PS4, Xbox One. Feels very much like a console port to me. Carl Corey.
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
Mr. R. Galbraith.
The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there.
Okay.
Probably a Dutchman.
To His Eminence Giovanni Angelico Brasi.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican. This name sounds familiar. Braschi. No. Can't seem to place it.
Oh, I already did that.
Probably a Dutchman.
Yeah. My bad. Mr. Samuel Ritter Dachois. It's true.
Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter is for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order. If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail. But
all right.
Who is this Samuel Ritter Dachois? Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well.
Oh yeah, wonderfully.
As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful.
Interesting
I
effect,
have been
yeah.
told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
What is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manu Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy, 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 Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar?
Aha, politics.
Ah, it's coming back to me. Godoy is the head of the Spanish government. He was appointed by King Charles IV, if I'm not mistaken. Rumor has it that he's very close to the Queen. Too close. Much too close. But hey, that's none of my business. He has a reputation of being upright and proud, very attached to the aristocracy, and close to Louis XVI. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Okay. Look for more clues.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Any more letters to deal with?
Let's
Okay.
look.
Let's see. Examine the other letters. What about this one?
An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently.
Okay, so I already got all that I need from these letters. Stand back. All right. Oh. Lantern.
A lantern. Nothing special.
Why that particular lantern? Ugh, I can't believe how badly optimized this is.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
I mean, maybe it's just the dock area or something, but like... Oops, 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 something back here. Royal jelly restores 2 effort point.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Okay.
A sack of seeds.
Sack
It's
of
unopened.
seeds.
No one seems to have used any.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Yeah, I mean, I already... Well, I don't know. I already lowered... I'm not going to fix anything more on it. I lowered the resolution already. I mean, the sort of texture details and stuff, and like... So... We're just going to keep it as is for now.
This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough.
What about that? More royal jelly.
It's like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Probably can't get in there, can I? Locked, yeah.
It's locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Subterfuge. Okay, I don't have that. Okay, it's fine. Alright, let's get up to the manor. Oh.
A Latin inscription. Annesis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur.
Latin, no
You
problem.
don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Discovered immunity. Lord Mortimer. It's interesting.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Are those diamonds down at the bottom left effort points, though? missed that. Hello. Those are my effort points? Okay. So, we meet again, Zeus.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara Derice, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this
not
very spot.
Derici.
I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here.
Give me
Anyway,
that letter.
I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you were talking to is convinced. Okay.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Never mind, give me your letter. Yes, she's been here for several weeks.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was
Get this
hoping to
down.
find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest.
Hey, Shabby, how you doing,
She has
man?
rendered great service
Shabby
to the
Orange, I have
church.
not seen you for a while. Happy New Year, Shabby. Good to see you, man.
I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You say we work together. What do you do exactly?
We are members of the Golden Order. How about this?
Mother passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects, which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
All right.
All the same.
2 down.
It bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Listen, you have nothing to fear. I will give your letter to my mother the moment I find her.
The moment you find her? You mean Sarah has gone missing?
Shit! I shouldn't have said that. Let's not exaggerate, Your Eminence. I have no other information at this time. It's probably nothing.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God
They do.
that no one other than your mother will read it?
For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you were talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right one or you have no blunders left. Okay?
Your Eminence, if there's one thing you can count on, it's the value of a promise made by a Deriche.
Achievement unlocked.
Respecting our commitments has always been the
Drop
pillar
to
of
0
our
effort
family.
points during a quest.
And nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening. Since you know my mother, you should know that a Deriche always keeps their word. You can be sure of that.
Thank you, my son. It is most reassuring.
You're welcome. Especially
Nice.
since I promised you nothing, my friend.
That's awesome, Shabby.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret.
Another achievement unlocked.
Your mother
Confrontation
and I are
success.
organizing the escape of
Missy
a large
Dominici.
number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
Wow, I really did
She
persuade
has
him.
made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priest's safe passage across the border.
Also, here are all the passwords I've
Even
ever
if
had.
She does not share all our convictions.
My social security.
She always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Yeah, that is. Garlic tofu.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone.
Shabby
whether to
Orange has
look at
declared having read your Diamond Song full set. Good to see me in high spirits. Well, thank you. I try to be. His social security number is probably 1. What's up, Gregory? So yeah, finished all the series of Diamond Song, and Shabby Orange is a good dude. Has bought my books and has been a member of the community. And it's been a little while since I've seen him. So okay, many clues and elements items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure. Do not hesitate to look for them. All right. I will not hesitate. I am hesitating because of how absolutely janky the graphics are. I have to do something to try to fix this at least a little bit. VSync. That's better. Oh yeah, that's Hieronymus Bosch, right? Isn't that Hieronymus Bosch? That painting? I think that is, right? I think that's who that is. The painting looks really familiar to me. I think so. I think that's Hieronymus Bosch. Yes. That's right, in an attempt to get rid of the...
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility.
Actually-
Surprising for an entrance hall.
There we go.
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Oh, is it Goya? Oh. I recognize that painting. I thought it was Bosch. Okay. Aha.
Lives of the noble Greeks and Romans.
Oh, I need to check my
by
inventory too.
Plutarch.
What's up, Geister?
Biography of the great
Okay.
men.
I'll just take that. Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Okay. How do I actually read it? I guess I already read it. So need to figure out how to get those effort points back.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Oh.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And
This
you
is
haven't
music.
seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
It's like
Not in the
historical
slightest.
clue.
As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests,
During which time we remake the world.
accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Lord Mortimer asked me to drop everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here. I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't have too many lies
Don't be,
that I want
sir,
to cover.
it's not your fault.
Maybe it is your fault.
Seriously, though,
I'm responsible.
I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Aha.
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order.
The plot thickens.
It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
What?
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer.
It's like the Joker.
He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apology.
What are the... Oh.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
Right?
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Nope. We're listening to George Washington.
Let's see what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Oh, thank you, Shabby.
Thank you.
More
first.
coming. My next
Just
Gray
like
Shade,
you, when I
published
arrived
by
this morning,
In
I
Chat
found
Garlic
out that
Tofu's
Sarah had gone
press,
missing.
Athos Arts,
I know your mother
is
well.
May 31st.
Don't worry.
More
Emily
coming
is from the
where that came
English
from.
branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well.
I don't
Secrecy
even know,
and
to
discretion
be honest with you,
are the
Shabby.
pillars of our organization.
I
If
wanted
I can
something that
help
was a
in
contrast
any
with
way
Icarus.
at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad.
To be honest.
And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
And you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the Order. The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
Yeah, no, I was happy that it
exchange
worked out, but I
courteous
have
or
to say it was not a name that I knew
I'm not sure
much
if I
about
understand.
coming into it.
Was there any reason
just
for
seemed
her
to
to
fit.
be angry with you?
I don't even remember.
Under
It just
other
popped in my head.
circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking. But I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance. Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden.
Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
That's exactly where it came from. I was thinking about the European Data Protection Board. I was making a comment about Europe and about no.
When she came to the U.S., did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American
You've
branch
caught
of the
me out,
Order.
Big Boss.
I would never have become its leader.
Arv
without
will
her
remember
help.
this.
We are a new country, and to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer, man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
But
As
lovable
for
guy.
myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating.
I wonder if I need to feel bad at
We
having
haven't
used
found
all
many
those effort
clues yet.
points.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
The hell was that?
Don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be
Good
intrigued
question,
by
Echo.
that
I don't know
statue.
yet, actually.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with
What?
you?
Elizabeth Adams.
Oh, I needed
Mr.
erudition
President.
and I didn't have
She
one.
would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest.
What?
You
I don't
have
have psychology
perhaps
either.
already come across her in the corridors.
That's all right.
She
I have
arrived
other
a few
skills.
days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Oh, I can't check it right now, Echo, because if I do, it's going to mess up the game here. So I'll have to check it when I'm done.
Gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
But if I see you first?
Oh, man. It's been quite a day. Right. Where is my room?
First order of business. Track down and find the Duchess. Okay, no. Track down and find George Washington. No. Where is my room? I'm running through the hallways.
Huh. That's me.
Yes, that's my room.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
Unseal the letter.
Okay,
Get out of here.
Let's see what it contains. Too bad for Piaggi. So, it really is a list of French countrymen. Piaggi wasn't lying. But now it's opened. I better get it to Mother soon.
That's going to end up... that will cost me in the end.
Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, Judith beheading Holofernes. Ironic in a way, when you know that the artist represented herself as Judith beheading her mentor, who had raped her.
Beheaded, not beheading.
Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. The Conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Okay, what else we got? Can't open that.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Mm-hmm.
Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Reach! I don't have the ability to reach. Like, agility, none. This is a hell of a guest room. I guess that means I can't go in there. It's so janky. More honey. Oh, this is how I restore, gives you the focus state. Your next skill use will cost no effort. You cannot carry more than 5. I forgot that I have all this stuff. I wonder if I get effort points back when I'm resting. Or if I should just use it.
Hey, a Russian ruble. I wonder what it'd be worth today.
Big boss. Yeah. I agree. Rise and Ties, yes. Very nice. Back in my room, right? So yeah, I don't know if I get points back. There's the Titanic's. Dang. Here comes a vision. I feel it coming. I feel the vision on the way. Off the coast of England, I went to the manor. I did not find all the clues about my mother. And I didn't pick up the book on the key. Oh, there was a book? Complete a quest without using consumables. I could have joined Sir Holm in the small salon. I could have made an unexpected encounter. Level 2. All right, I made level 2. What does that mean? Oh, I get to... Okay. So you get 3 effort points. All right. Let's see. Diversion, politics, and conviction. We might need this. All right, reduces cost and effort points by 3. Okay. Here you can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript to read confers skill points at the end of the quest. All right. Diversion or conviction. Let's do that. I'm equipping that manuscript. I get 3 effort points back. All right. I don't know what the sober talent does for me, but...
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late. And we have much to discuss. One last move?
God, he looks just horrific.
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
I mean, like, I'm assuming that's Napoleon, but all right, let's see. Yep, it's Napoleon. Early youth, Napoleon was uprooted from his native Corsica, thus he bore a grudge against the aristocracy, the clergy, and the French people who failed to accept him. He joined the French army with the firm intention of making a name for himself and of marking history by proving his true worth. Searching for backing of any kind, he attracted the sympathy and support of Lord Mortimer. Invited to the latter's reception, Napoleon intends to prove his value to the world. Confirmed royalist. Do I have to look at his face the whole time? Sir Gregory Holmes spent his career extending the influence of the United Kingdom throughout the world. From the flourishing East India Company to the Spanish trading posts in America, he stamped his hallmark on key decisions made by the world's preeminent economic power. In England, he contributed to the reduction of the national debt, and being very attached to family values, he invested time in the working class, creating charity schools in order to offer a decent education to the future links in the next industrial revolution. A network builder, Holmes always finds pleasure in attending the social gatherings of his old friend, Lord Mortimer. The daughter of John Adams. I thought so. What is with the haircut? Vice President of the United States. What's with the haircut? What I mean is in the 17th century, whatever the hell this is. The 18th century. Elizabeth was rejected by her parents at birth and is declared stillborn. Brought up in isolation, she grew into a frail young woman with bipolar disorder, devoured by her terrible fits of anxiety. Her deepest secrets were slowly gnawing away at her from inside. Despite numerous treatments, nothing could cure her. The young woman continued to descend into folly. As a friend of Sir Gregory Holmes and of Lord Mortimer, John Adams decided to send his daughter to Lord Mortimer's manor in the hope that he could help her. With little hope, Elizabeth has now been at the manor for a short while. Okay. Oh, that must be what it is.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
I'm coming.
Hang on.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Okay.
Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices.
Okay.
Last Judgment.
Last
Why do I always get the most terrifying room? The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
Okay. I should probably, since I only got 3 back, I should probably take some of those honey things and get them back right now. Ah, 2 effort points for 1. Booyah. All right, now we're full. Okay, yeah, I hear you. As soon as I've ransacked this room, I'll be right to you. Devil's Thorn grants you the Exalted State. You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5.
The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Okay. Oh, all right. Don't I have the key? I have the key, don't I? I thought that I had the key. All right. Let me open the door. Let us in!
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
After the 750th time?
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Elizabeth Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams.
It's true.
But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens. I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Yeah, but...
Count on me, sir.
I'll help him.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust me.
Okay. All right, I'm going to deal with this, and then that will be it for this one. Join Adams in the small salon downstairs. Achievement unlocked.
According
Assist
to
George Washington, son of
I believe
Lafayette.
Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry.
Wait, where's the small salon? That's Bonaparte's room. De Richet. Oh, downstairs. Okay. Run!
Louis, you're straying from your
What?
objective.
I'm running to the stairs. Slightly jogging through the mysterious mansion towards a flight of stairs. Okay. Okay. Hey.
Ah, my son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in the small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of
Napoleon?
the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Shit. I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
Okay.
Who do you think you are?
There are multiple paths to reach your objective. May be a good idea to think twice before embarking on the first path you come to. Okay.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please,
hell are you?
just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
What the hell is going on?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it. What should I do?
Let her go! Huh? Stay out of it, boy!
Trait, gentleman.
Shit.
What are you playing at? I told you to mind your own business, boy! If you think you can side with this whore and then just walk away, you're out of your mind. Give me one good reason not to knock you down.
Sir, You obviously do not know who I am, or you'd keep your distance.
Ooh, one more like that and I'm gonna get scared. Don't think you're getting away with it that easily. I'm
a lot
sick
of
of all
effort
these
points.
toffs. If we were in Paris, I'd send you all to the guillotine. And on top of it all, a woman telling me how I ought to behave? I won't stand for it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna defend these harlots.
Hold on. Let's take a second and...
Just encountered an immunity. 1 effort points is locked. Damn it.
think about this. We're not animals, so let's not act like one.
I knew you were a panty waste. You make me wanna puke.
Okay, you really are an animal.
I get the feeling you're trying to put one over on me. If that's the case, you're making a big mistake.
Sorry about that. Look, there's no point in us aggravating each other. Let's both just go our separate ways.
Don't move. We're not done yet. You wanted to be the knight in shining armor and save the damsel in distress. Let's see how brave you are.
Whoa.
Listen, we barely know each other, and it seems everything went a bit too far. Let me apologize if I offended you in any way.
What's wrong? Someone cut your balls off?
I knew that wasn't going to work.
You should have kept your big nose out.
Okay. Great. I didn't detain Lady Adams. Peru knocked me flying. Alternate paths. I could have done all... Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big fail. Got to use things. Great. That went super well.
The bastard caught me dead to rights.
All right, I'm going to read this letter, and then
You
that's
have
going to be it.
failed me. I don't know what you were doing, but Elizabeth returned much too soon. Any earlier, and I would have been caught. I didn't get time to search through everything, but I did manage to find what I was looking for. The young lady really is John Adams' daughter. Signed, George Washington.
Well done, Louis. The President of the United States asked for your assistance and you screwed up?
I mean, I'm supposed to let the guy beat up the...
I get the feeling I'll never hear the
Okay.
end of it. Not for a few years, anyway. Now, what was I going to do last night? Ah, yes. Search the room. According to what I saw in my vision, this room was Mother's before I got it. Maybe she left something behind that will help me find her.
Your next reading. So basically, that entire area just sucked. Is basically what I'm hearing. All right. Well, I need to wrap this up, folks, because I've got GOG coming later on. This is interesting. I don't think this. I have to be honest. I don't feel like this works super well. There are interesting aspects to it, but it's very badly optimized is one problem. And I feel like there's too much going on mechanically. There are these things that it's like, okay, you have this, but you can add this, you can do this, but then you have this other thing, so that a lot of the mechanics feel like they're sort of at cross purposes. I love the historical stuff, but it feels like the historical stuff I don't even have enough time to process before other random stuff occurs. I wonder if this is just more overambitious, than anything else. But that's interesting. I think it's probably interesting to watch, but as you say, but gameplay wise, I'm kind of like, meh, I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I may come back to it again at some point later on. But it feels to me like it feels very much like a console port, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it definitely feels very much like a game that could have been better optimized on the PC. So you like to watch it but not play it. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is that you can't really reload exactly because of the way that because it doesn't really have save anywhere. It has like I don't know. Anyway, interesting. I'm glad that I got a chance to try it. I may or may not come back to it. Should have been better optimized though, but in any case. But I got to get going here, folks, because I have got to head over and get ready for some D&D with GOG Storm King's Thunder. No, that's not what I'm playing. D&D with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh is what I meant to say. So that has got to happen, and I am very excited to be able to come back to that again for 2 weeks in a row. So we will see how that all works. Yeah, you 100% the game for me, and then tell me how it all comes out, Dragon. Please let me know. I would be excited to hear what the results would be. I mean, it sounds like kind of an interesting story, but I don't know. The sort of aspects of it are not 100% sure how these things operate. Okay, I'm going to have to look at that later. Anyway, but it was good to see you all, as always. And now what I got to do is go get ready. So I'm going to be over on GOG at 4:15 p.m. Eastern for some D&D with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh. So there will be no raid today, but I do want to remind everybody, if you have not already done so, please follow the channel. Check out my YouTube with !ArvTube, Discord !ArvCord, Twitter !ArvTweets, website arvanelloron.com, !Arv shop for my merchandise area, !Arvtreon for the Patreon, and of course, subscribing to the channel is always appreciated as well. !Icarus for details about my Icarus graphic novel from the amazing Athos Arts. And also, speaking of Athos Arts, definitely, Emily Garlic, you should put up the link again to your Kickstarter so we can make sure that we continue to move that forward. And of course, Library for Tales and Tomes, and the Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and source book. It was good to see Shabby Orange again, by the way. I don't know if Shabby, you just said that he was leaving, but it's good to see you again, Shabby. I hope I'll see you again soon. So that's the deal with that. And then we've got at the end of, sorry about the refocus problem. I want that foil stamping. Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, who wouldn't, for sure. So subbing to the channel, !Icarus, !Library, and !Grayshade KS for details about my Grayshade Kickstarter. Otherwise, I want to remind everybody about, as always, !BLM, Black Lives Matter, very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives, and !Help Now, which is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention, very important to reach out to others when they need help and to reach out to others when you need help as well. That is going to do it for me. I will see you folks over on GOG.com's channel at about 4:15 p.m. Eastern, not 4 p.m. remember, but when we're doing tabletop, it'll be 4:15 p.m. Eastern, where we will be playing some more Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Until then, thanks everybody. Thank you for watching the council. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Rudinell, Dragonspear, and Trivity Mats, best in the business. Thank you to my Patreon subscribers, Patreon supporters and subscribers, Rudinell, Dragonspear, Triffid, Echo, Effect Life, Shabby Orange, Garlic Tofu. Always good to see all of you, so thank you. Thank you as well to Big Boss, Black Fury, Craigery, Geester. Thank you to Incandescent. Thank you to Lithuf, Nonstop, Otakin. Thank you to Sarah, to Son of God, and TNS Mephiston. Thanks, everybody, for being here and being awesome. And I will see you over on GOG.com in about 40 minutes or so for more of D&D with GOG Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Until then, everyone, please be good to each other, and I will catch all of you folks soon. Bye for now.